They told them life was about survival. They told them the goal was to fit in, to stay safe, to follow the same roads as everyone else. They told them the point of life was to avoid risk, avoid pain, avoid failure. But deep down, they knew something was missing. The voice inside whispered that life had to be more than routines and empty victories. The voice kept asking, "Why are you here?" They told them not to listen, but they couldn't ignore it, because that whisper had a name. It was called purpose. They told them purpose was an illusion. They told them that not everyone has one. They told them only the lucky few discover their calling, while the rest simply endure. They told them dreams are distractions, that passion is irresponsible, that searching for purpose is a waste of time. But purpose isn't found in luck, it's uncovered in persistence. It's revealed in the small sparks, the quiet moments, the things that refuse to let go of you, even when the world tells you to forget them. They told them to be realistic, but realistic was only another word for fear. They told them to be practical, but practical was another word for settling. And doubt tried to convince them that purpose was impossible, but every step taken toward it proved the opposite. They told them chasing purpose would lead to disappointment, and sometimes it did. The path was not straight. It was filled with wrong turns, dead ends, moments of silence so heavy it felt like failure itself. There were days when they asked, "Am I wasting my time?" There were nights when they wondered, "Am I even capable of this?" They told them to stop searching. They told them to take the easy road. They told them to bury the questions and silence the voice inside. But struggle was not proof of failure. Struggle was proof of pursuit. Because you don't struggle for what doesn't matter. You only struggle for what your soul refuses to let go of. And every moment of pain was a sign they were on the right path. Because purpose is never handed to you. It's forged through struggle of refusing to settle. They told them no one rises after that kind of uncertainty, but they did. Not all at once, not with a sudden burst of clarity, but step by step, the picture became clearer. Every failure revealed what wasn't meant to last. Every setback removed what wasn't truly important. Every mistake pointed closer to what was. And slowly, the fog lifted. Slowly, the whispers became a voice. Slowly, the purpose that once felt hidden began to shine. It didn't appear as a lightning bolt. It appeared as consistency, as persistence, as a quiet refusal to give up on the search. And in that refusal, they began to rise. They told them that purpose wasn't real, that no one truly finds meaning, that life is random and directionless, but standing tall, they knew better. Because purpose was never out there waiting to be found. Purpose was built every time they chose to keep going. It was built in the work, in the sacrifice, in the moments of doubt they walked through anyway. Purpose wasn't a single moment of discovery. It was the result of thousands of moments where they refused to quit. And now, stood in the triumph, not because purpose was easy, but because they finally understood. Purpose was never about avoiding struggle. It was about enduring it for something greater than themselves. They told them purpose was impossible. They told them to be satisfied with less. They told them to silence the voice that kept asking for more. But they didn't listen, because purpose kept calling, and every step they took toward it gave life more weight, more depth, and more meaning. So now the question is yours. What did they tell you? That you shouldn't try? That you shouldn't believe? That purpose doesn't exist? Maybe they're wrong. Maybe purpose is already whispering inside you, waiting for you to listen. Maybe your next step is the one that brings you clarity. So don't stop searching, don't stop moving, don't silence the voice, because they told them life was about surviving. But they discovered the truth. Life is about purpose, and when you find it, or you build it, everything changes.